Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of the ShwanzillaArt Show. If you're watching us on Twitter or Facebook, please head over to Creators Outlet on YouTube and subscribe, and be sure to check out all the content available there for you. And here we are tonight, two old grumpy guys, one that can draw and one that just talks a lot of shit. That must be me.
And it works that way.
You know, it does.
I mean, there's no sense in fucking with it. It might as well keep it that way.
Mm-hmm. It's it's working well. We got a bunch of stuff moved off the table, and then I stacked up a bunch more stuff because there were a shit ton of video games in the DVD boxes we unloaded today. So I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do with this stuff. I'm like, what am I doing with a basketball game? I don't even like basketball. I'm like, what the hell? I go, well, some of these puppies are getting put up on Facebook Marketplace tomorrow. So
I hear you.
So what are you looking at working on tonight, buddy?
I am working on. Oh, the art camera's not working. Let's see what's going on here.
Dang, nabbit.
Son of a bitch. What the hell? Damn technicality difficulties.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
I mean, if it ran smoothly, I wouldn't know what to fucking do.
Right? Yeah. My daughter got her early Christmas present tonight.
Oh?
I talked to her, seeing how she was feeling, and she's like, she's getting into horror stuff.
That's a good thing.
She's not afraid of it anymore because she had like wicked anxiety about stuff like that before, but doctors got her on some anxiety meds, doing good, and I guess they're bribing kids to get their COVID shots.
Mm-hmm.
And when she got her second shot, they gave her the second part of the video game, like a continuation kind of thing, called Little Monsters, which I guess is you play.
I'm guessing.
You start as a little kid, and the little kid turns into the monster that it was afraid of when they were little.
Oh, well, shit.
So it's I'm like, oh, I can see a book in that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's a big game. It's available like on every platform. You can get it pretty cheap on Steam. There's like a special edition of it that I guess comes in a PS4 bundle. It's the official, Little Nightmares or whatever they call, or whatever it's called, thing. So it's got a special edition of the, controllers, and special edition, PlayStation, and but as somebody had just the game, just that version that came with that console, up on eBay for like $259. I'm like, yeah, you're nuts. But PS5s are going for like $1,000. So
I've gotten to the point where I don't even feel like PS5s really exist.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, no. I'm like, what kind of gaming PC I could buy for $1,000?
Yeah.
I mean, really. So what are the odds that you're working on a redhead?
I mean, imagine that. I just kind of making this background up as I go along because I'm trying to get more into like that Frazetta style fantasy type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just kind of putting some shit together. Plus, I mean, who doesn't like naked redheads? And,
I do.
I mean, it's the American dream, right? And I don't mean Dusty Rhodes.
That was just the son of a plumber. But he did convince me that, my fat ass could get up and dance and his could,
That's true.
Gets to be jelly because jam don't shake like that.
Messaging me. Oh, this guy. Okay. Shit, I forgot about that.
So is this just a random rando, or is this just a commission?
Yeah. This is just honestly just to kind of get back into that fantasy mode of shit, and of course, I posted progress pics of it the other night, and I got a few messages about it. People are like, well, I'd be kind of interested to see how this one turns out. I bet you will.
She's all covered up, but she's still naked. I think I'm liking it. Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't get to the first part of the game, but I got her another game that she wanted, and that one was more in my price range, like around $20. So I bought it from Best Buy, but it was digital. So if it's a digital download, you get it, and then you could wait up to a half hour for them to send you a follow-up email with instructions and the code and link and everything.
Oh yeah.
But that way it's like it's paid. I paid for it, and she got it. She's all super happy because she got a brand new horror game to stop playing.
My 16-year-old's been playing Dead by Daylight, and he's really digging it. Of course, it's kind of got him into the horror thing too, because Michael Myers is on the game as downloadable content, and he's become a huge Michael Myers fan.
Yeah, your art cam is. Oh, there it goes. Okay. It was just playing catch up. It had frozen for a moment, but it's back. A really good one, PC wise, if he's got a Steam account, is if he likes the zombie thing too, is a game called 7 Days to Die.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you got to create a character. Scavenge for stuff. You gotta make a fort, and hopefully team up with a few other people. live on the game, and defend access points. So it's pretty badass. I had a bunch of friends that were playing it, like, dude, you really get in play this? And go, it's $30. I only played the free games, and then it came down. It was like on sale for like $7.95, and then like 2 weeks later, it was on sale for like $2.95 for a flash sale for 24 hours. So I bought it, but now I can't remember my Steam password, and it doesn't want to recognize my email address. So I'm like, fuck.
Oh God. I've been really considering this, building an arcade cabinet for the game room. Antonio D kind of got me into the idea of it because he's putting out his own little game system called the Demon Cave, and he can load it up with all these games and shit like that. But basically, it's a Raspberry Pi type system, and it got me thinking about doing it. Of course, the kids, they don't know anything about arcades. The closest they've ever come to an arcade is going to like CC's Pizza and getting in their game room and watching the kids who've been in there all fucking day play games. There's no arcades around here.
There's no arcades around anywhere anymore, I don't think. For the most part, if kids can't hold it in their hand and play it, they're just not interested.
Yeah.
Which I think is why, like, Switch took off and became, like, so popular, because it's like, it's a portable that you can plug in and hook up to your TV and play and take the controllers off. And I'm like, I played like Mario Kart with my daughter on it, but I'm like, this is tiny. I mean, the screen's fine because I play full, games on my phone and stuff, but I'm like, dude, what the? I couldn't with one of those little tiny controllers with my big ass hands. That's the whole reason I like the Xbox controllers, because they're, the PlayStation controllers are fine for like 15, 20 minutes. My hands start cramping up around them because they're so small. I'm like, I know they were made in China, but I wasn't.
Dominic actually just had to repair a PlayStation 4 controller because the little joysticks on the bottom of the controller.
Yeah.
The fucking joystick comes out of the hole, which I don't understand how it even happened, because it's way too big to have come out, as she said. And there was no way to get it back in there. So, of course, my response is I'm not going to tear up a controller trying to fix it. So I'm going to go and see if I can just get a pre-owned controller from Game Exchange or some bullshit, which of course they had. And of course we ended up having to bring it back because it's faulty as well. So he cracks open the PlayStation 4 controller and gave it a thorough cleaning inside and brought it back to life. So pretty impressed.
Oh yeah, my daughter knows how to do that too. Like, she's like, I could take your whole keyboard apart, clean it, and put it back together for you. I'm like, maybe if I wasn't in the middle of playing a game.
Yeah.
Or setting up Let's not do it when I have a stream going on that night, Kirsten. But I mean, no creators outlet episode this week. I asked like one person, and they had a bunch of stuff come up, so everything got pushed back a couple of weeks. And I'm like, yeah, I just don't feel like doing it. I'm tired.
Yeah.
It's the end of the year. 5 or 6 episodes of stuff a week for like well over a year now. And I'm like, I'm burnt out.
Yeah. You need to kind of pull a hiatus.
I do, but I can't, 'cause the podcast channel deal, I have to put I have to do like at least 2 episodes a month.
Well, just cutting down would help.
Like, I blew off that girl that Pop sent my way because I'm like, I'm sorry. One look at your artwork, I don't even want to read your story.
Oh, is it that bad?
Yeah, it's like, it's like basic art that you would see like in a children's book. And not even a children's comic book, just the actual children's book.
Mm.
It's stoic, non-flowing. But I guess she's got a big following or whatever for whatever reason. I mean, the stories might be like phenomenal. I don't know, because the art was such a turnoff. But she's got like all these big names doing variant covers for her, and I go, I don't really want to be a part of I don't want to be a part of helping promote a campaign that is basically getting sales numbers up just from people that want to collect like every cover their favorite artist does.
Mm.
I'm like, no. I mean, you're using, popular cover artists to basically sell your book.
Who was it?
I can't even remember her name. I think I might have deleted her. Might have deleted her text. Oh, let's see. I'm so tired. I know Varian and Indie Volt are doing a fundraiser for Luke Stone and Randy Zimmerman right now.
Yeah.
Randy just posted tonight. He is the first respirator survivor. No, I can't remember now, and I deleted her text. I was just like, nope, I'm just not gonna, do that. It's been 2 years. I've had like, right now I'm like 213 episodes into that show. And I'm like, you know, like some people hit me up or get referred, and I was just like, you know, taking, you know, anybody, and I look at it, I'm like, ooh, this is kind of rough. It's like nowadays anybody can make a comic. That's not saying that everyone should make a comic.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely hunt somebody down for do an episode next week.
Well, if you're ever just desperate, you know, just let me know. Man, I'm not anybody of note, but I mean, hell, I can go in there and just talk shit.
Oh yeah, we can do this as an episode of that, so it'll be a bonus episode.
Yeah.
Well, you do have up and coming projects to promote as well too. So
Yeah, I've got the cheesecake art book coming up. And my continued career doing variant covers, which is fun. And by the way, that invoice that wasn't getting paid got paid.
Finally.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm not really feeling the little monster face in the background here. So I think it's getting blacked out.
People will watch it and they'll see it finished. What happened to the skull? The shadows ate him.
Well, I really got to start planning things when I start drawing them, because I'll start with just a figure that I think looks cool, and then I'll like, no, I'll just put together a background as I go. No, doesn't really work that way.
I got to plan it out.
And I'm blacking it in a little bit at a time, because I may suddenly go, oh wow, it looks really cool.
It might be a less is more skull.
Yeah.
Because now it looks more like it's emerging from the shadows.
Yeah, I like that better. Of course, my favorite thing is when I'm doing stuff like this and I'm using these big ass Sharpies to do all this black. And people are like, you're just using a Sharpie. Yes. Because you think I'm going to use a black Copic for all this shit?
Yeah, I'm not using a $20 black Copic to do all this black.
But let's be honest. This is the star of the piece. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to get the money.
And that dude coming from the shadows behind her is just hungry. I know the feeling. No, we ordered out tonight. We got we got some boneless wings and fries and stuff. And the only disappointment is, I ordered one flavor, she ordered another flavor, and they were like, "Nope, we're gonna be cheap, and we just throw everything in one box. That's just how we do it." I'm like, "You really think that's a good idea? Maybe at least invest in boxes with dividers, so you can put one on this side and one on that side. You can actually mark them." Yeah, no. Okay.
It's good that they let you know where you stand.
Yeah. And no apologies or anything. Just well, next time you order, instead of ordering online, just call us and tell us you want 2 different containers because you do, because you got different flavors.
I love boneless wings. Like, I would rather eat boneless wings than regular wings.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not a fan of the 99, but I will go there and eat Gold Fever wings all day. That spicy honey mustard they cook them in.
Mm-hmm. I think we're going to switch out. I'm not feeling this one tonight. We'll go back to almost Julie Newmar.
As much as I love Julie Newmar, I'd be more apt to get some Tory Black.
No, yeah.
Before I had a girlfriend, so now I'm like, I don't care. I'm happy.
Yeah. I'm still single. I can say whatever I want.
Don't take much to make me happy. Especially when I got whiskey in my coffee.
Hell yeah.
It felt like it was going to snow here, but it just rained. It's still raining. Because we went out this morning and it was freezing, and we realized that it sucks going out in a wheelchair because this town's sidewalks suck.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, they put all the manhole covers, whether it's for sewage or electric, all in the sidewalks, and they don't know how to level things out. So I'm like, I don't have off-road tires on my wheelchair, so I can't do this.
guessing you saw the news about George Perez.
Yeah, that sucks, man. What's even worse is, the day that he passes, every scumbag on the planet's going to be running to eBay and Facebook and every place else to sell all their George Perez autograph stuff.
Oh yeah.
People are already starting to put like their low grade stuff up, and I'm like, well, I tried like the Dickens to meet George, and it never worked out. But I do have his and Marv's signature on the art from the new Teen Titans issue 1 from the Baxter series on a print right out of George's own portfolio. So,
Damn. Well, he did Memphis Comic Expo the year before I started doing it. And he was actually one of the reasons why I started doing it, because I was like, hell, they were getting George Perez. That's pretty badass.
oh yeah.
I didn't get to meet him either. It's starting to look like next year is going to be real busy for me with shows.
That's good.
Yeah. January, February, March, April, 2 in June. And yeah.
You got to see about coming up this end in first week in November for Rhode Island.
Yeah, that's the plan. I gotta figure out how that goes. And I've talked with Lisa Malone a little bit because I'm working with them some about doing like C2E2 next year.
Wow.
Like that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh yeah, that would be super fun.
Oh, so like going in with them on tables?
Well, yeah, like Malone Management will they have like different artists are featured every day at their table. So it's kind of like how some of the retailers will have like Silverbacks and a couple other people out, and that would be kind of cool. I mean, I could see flying to one of those because I wouldn't really have to bring a whole lot of my stuff. The part that scares me is trying to check baggage and get stuff shipped to that area. But I'm hoping I'll have all that figured out. So
maybe Lisa can work with you to get stuff printed up out there. that you don't have on display for the day and you sell.
Well, if I was coming up to your area, I could just make a print order and have it, shipped to you.
Yeah.
Be like, hey man, if you
Ship
look
to
at this package, you can cherry pick through it.
Mm-hmm. You'd be like, is everything there? I go, everything except one of each of everything that I liked.
And this is how we learn about taxation, kids.
It's like, that's okay. I'll make sure to, once I get everything set up back here after the first of the year, because we're making good progress on like moving stuff around and everything. So I'll have my my tilted rubber coated shelves up there, and then below them will be like J channels for prints.
Sweet.
And, one measured out for prints and one measured out for books. Measured to like top loaders, so I could put the prints in the top loaders and quickly swipe them out. So you'd be there, but your prints would be here behind me. Although
Super awesome.
The computer is going to be moving, but we're still working on that. But apparently, yeah, I need to sell a ton of toys. So I just have way too much stuff.
I understand. Trust me. Yeah, believe me, I'm kind of in that same boat.
But I look at it and I go, I really don't want to sell it.
Yeah, because you wanted it when you got it.
Yeah, and I still want it.
Yeah.
Like the first volume of Marvel Legends figures came with the Build-A-Figure of Galactus, which isn't that big. Of course, he's bigger than the other figures, but there's figures in there that I wouldn't want to part with, like the original Gray Hulk, classic, first appearance Ditko style Doctor Strange, and a couple of the others. I've got most of the Fantastic Four. Well, I've got like half of the Fantastic Four. All right. But I've also got, I think I've got a Namor. So he has either been attacking the Fantastic Four or part of the team. And I've got a She-Hulk. It's not from the same line, but I had like 3 of them. I bought them for like $25 a piece, and I sold 2 of them for $50 a piece because it was the voted the Wizard World fan favorite figure that year. And I've still got like 1 left, but it's her like bench pressing a Jeep like over her head. And there's like 4 tiers of smoke coming down. And then the more I looked at the Marvel Legends figures, I'm like, well, I've got a good portion of most of the popular X-Men here too. Like, I go, this is why Andrew opens up his figures, throws away the package, and just puts them on display on a shelf. They get dusty, yes, but they take up less room.
You don't have a Rogue Marvel Legends, do you? I'm pretty sure I've already asked you that once or twice.
Rogue? No. Although I did see the TikTok referring to Disney Plus bringing back the continuation of the '90s X-Men cartoon,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy's got a still shot, of course, of the image of Rogue went out with her fat,
Apocalypse.
yeah, the apocalypse shot.
Mm-hmm.
Goes, if you're not going to make Rogue look like this, don't even make the series. I mean,
They're not wrong.
I mean, he's got a point. They'll bring him back. They'll bring Rogue back as a skinny, bony, mulatto from South Africa, Uganda, or something. Like, that's not Rogue.
No, you gotta keep her.
Don't.
You gotta keep her sassy and southern.
Mm-hmm. But this time, when she kisses Gambit, kill him. That'd be great.
Not a big Gambit fan.
I used to be, but he's just annoying, and with all the talk of what's his name supposedly playing Gambit, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He's fired. He's hired. I'm like, I'm sick of hearing the name.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
But it's Channing Tatum. I don't care.
Nobody gives a shit. What's Channing Tatum done lately? www.notshit.com.
Yeah. Who's he done? I don't know. I don't care.
Yeah.
All right. So, real quick, because we're cutting this short tonight. You got a few projects coming up. You're working on doing your art book.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a couple of variant covers for Vampire New Jersey issue 8.
Yep.
You've got variant covers for Dory's next poetry book.
Yeah, I don't know where that project is
Currently, yeah. I think that might be on hold for a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know what she's got going on there. I know she's had some stuff going on. So.
But Vampires New Jersey number 8, and I hear backroom rumor that you might have been commissioned to do a little something for a certain other YouTube channel. So.
What? Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, what the hell happened there?
He's being cryptic. Stop it.
Yeah.
I'm tired, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I'm getting old, so don't do that. I mean, I can walk into the kitchen. I can walk into the kitchen looking for a ham sandwich, and then all of a sudden just start remembering, some old metal lyrics from the '80s, and not know what I'm doing in the kitchen.
Yeah, I get that. Oh, damn, a sandwich sounds so good right now.
Oh, not to me. I couldn't eat.
Dude.
My stomach's doing flippity flops with all the hot and spicy stuff.
The supermarket across the street from me. It's like literally across the street from my neighborhood, so it's cool. Their deli section, they have this Nashville hot chicken that you can get cut like thin for sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even make it to the bread. I mean, I'll open up the little bag, pull the paper. Oh, the smell just hits you, and next thing you know, you're like, "Fuck, I ate a pound of that." Yeah, you're not gonna put it on a sandwich. No,
I did
really
that the other week with Swiss cheese. There was like a half a pound left. I go, you know what? Being a diabetic, the bread's not too good for me anyhow. So I'll just sit down. I'll put a little bit of mustard on a plate, slap the cheese on a plate, and I'll just dunk the cheese and the mustard, and there we go. Well, what are you gonna do for protein? I'll make a protein shake and deal with it later.
Maybe cheese has protein in it.
Sadly, it also has a lot of salt in it, so it's not helping my swelling. But
Yeah, I'm definitely down with cutting this short tonight because I'm not really feeling drawing anyway, and I'm super tired.
yeah.
So I'm over here just kind of sketching in like a little cat statue or something in front of her. And this one's already sold, so I'm kind of like, all right, don't fuck it up.
Yeah, don't fuck it up because somebody already bought it for you. So.
Yeah. Well, dude, I think I will head off into the sunset on this one.
Yep, we've been going for 45 minutes.
Yeah,
that's a good run, and we're both old and tired.
Well, Max had state testing this week, so I've been dealing with the fallout from that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Nothing like standardized testing for little kids. It's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But all right, guys, we'll be back next week with another episode. Shawn and I might actually be awake, and hopefully I get enough sleep. Tomorrow night around 8ish, I'll be on with Thomas Hewlett, and we're gonna dive into Justice League International issue 7, which is a pretty hilarious issue. I was hoping for more Booster Gold, Blue Beetle interaction, slapstickiness, but there's plenty of that in there because the famous issue of Justice League where Batman clocks out Guy Gardner, this issue picks up right where Guy starts waking up.
Nice.
So, there's a lot of guest stars in there. You got some Dr. Fate's in there, the Lords of Order are in there, the Gray Man's in there for a little bit, Shazam's in there for a while, Rocket Red and a few others are in there. So Superman makes a cameo. So it's like a smorgasbord of good stuff, and there's a lot of funny slapstick lines in there too. So it was just a fun read. That's tomorrow night around 8:00, and we will see you all later.
Cool deal.